Hey guys, Justin here, Mr. BMW South Africa, and welcome to the past future. So this is where everything started with our newer generation BMWs, so the G-Spec. Guys, before we get into this vehicle, remember to hit that subscribe button, like and share with your friends. Also remember to hit that bell icon for notifications on uploads on stunning vehicles like these. Alright guys, let's get into it. Let's get into the BMW 750i. Guys, this is the G11, so this is the normal wheelbase. Then you also get the G12, which is the long wheelbase. You only get the long wheelbase now with the facelift of the 7 Series BMW. So the G11 and the G12 is actually just the chassis code of this vehicle. So this is where the G series started. So you'll see that obviously the new 3 Series is the G20, the X3 is the G01, this is the G11 and the G12. So this is where all the magic started, with the grille, with the laser lights, and also when BMW moved to Bowers and Wilkins instead of Bang & Olufsen. Like you can see, this is the M Sport package. This vehicle is not spec'd with the laser lights. This is the normal adaptive LED lights. But you can see that this vehicle is spec'd with your active cruise control, your active grille, and also the 360 surround view or 360 surround camera as well. That also consists of parking assistance and also maneuvering the vehicle into a parking for you. So on the active grille, the grille only opens up like all our new vehicles except for the 1 Series and the 2 Series. Well, unless you buy the M235 of course. But the active grille only opens up when the vehicle needs more air. When the vehicle doesn't need the air, it closes the grille to keep the car more streamlined, to keep your coefficient drag as low as possible. On this 7 Series, you can only see glass. All this chrome, the chrome going through here, you can actually spec that to a high gloss black, but this one is spec'd with the chrome, and I actually do like this on a 7 Series. On any other car I would have preferred black, but on this car with this sort of excellence or this sort of luxury, this really suits the vehicle. You can also see this is the M Sport package, like I said in front, because of all the M badges you see on the wheel, on the side of the, on the side of the fender, inside the doors, and literally everywhere on this vehicle. I want to show you guys this as well. So this car, because when this car came out, this is where BMW also started with carbon, or not, they didn't start with carbon fiber then, but they started playing a lot more with carbon fiber. So this car has got a carbon core. So part of the chassis is also built out of carbon reinforced plastic to make the vehicle a lot lighter and also to keep all the weight as low to the ground as possible to get that lower center of gravity. You know that BMW always do that because it's got 50-50 weight distribution and it just gives you that sportier feel. Let's start at the back of this vehicle. I want to show you this proper executive lounge. Guys, this vehicle is built for the person, or the person that buys this vehicle is the person that sits in the back. He's not necessarily, or she's not necessarily the person driving this vehicle. So you must see what is at the back of this car. Let's jump in. Guys, just look at this class. BMW individual seats. It smells so amazing in here, and these seats are so comfortable. These don't have the moving part, so you can't really move these seats at the back, but this still gives you a proper like lounge sort of seat. And then of course when you're sitting at the back, as the passenger or the back seat passenger, you actually get the most comfort. So this seat can also move all the way forward to give you more leg room at the bottom here. You can see this seat is all the way back at the moment, so this is why it's a little bit cramped, but I'm still got quite a bit of space. If you sit where I'm driving, you can actually see there's quite a bit of space here. So you get your little cubby over here, you get a heated seats at the back, aux, or well, you get the aux for the earphones, you get USB, you get HDMI, so you can literally sit at the back, you can watch a movie this side, this person can watch something else this side or listen to music, and you can plug your earphones in and you don't disturb the driver in front, and he can also listen to his own music, or she. At the back of this vehicle, you also get this tablet. So with this tablet, you don't necessarily have to touch anything on the screen. So this tablet connects to your vehicle, and then you can actually control everything from the back of your vehicle. Your interior lighting, this seat, you can open and close your sunroof, you can open and close the rear blind, all the side blinds. You can literally do everything with this tablet. I see it's not connected at the moment, but this is what it looks like. If you don't want to use the screen, you of course also have your little remote as well. So this is just if you want to go through or scroll through everything over here. Like this is not connected now, so now I can actually scroll through everything. So you can literally use this the whole time because this is not touchscreen. The new 7 Series is touchscreen, or the facelift, let's put it like that. But with this one, you got the tablet and you got this remote to control everything inside this vehicle or your rear entertainment. So you're sitting here, you can see the windows are quite tinted as well, so the car is already dark inside. But if I want to get rid of all the peasants outside, I can literally just press a single button, the rear blinds close. I press 2 buttons over here and both blinds close on the side of the doors as well. And just check how cool this is. This is like the niftiest trick. You'll see at the back here, that also is electronic, so you don't have to move it manually, or it's not this big thing that you move up and down. And of course, this vehicle is spec'd with the over 70,000 Rand Bowers & Wilkins system. Let's jump to the boot. Let me show you the boot space. This one has a spare wheel, so the boot space is a little bit less, but let's jump in and let me show you guys. And of course, this car has soft closed doors. I mean, this is a standard on a 7 Series BMW. So just have a look at this rear of this vehicle. This can also be spec'd in high gloss black, but like I said guys, I really like this chrome. The chrome really, it suits well with the wheels that has a bit of chrome and black in it, as well with the black bumpers and the black grills and then the silver pipes. So it really gives you that executive feeling. Let's get into the boot. So the boot is supposed to be 515 liters. This one, however, is of course a little bit less. The reason for that is, this one is spec'd with a spare wheel. You can take the spare wheel completely out, so this can all come out and you can have your complete 515 liters of boot space. The vehicle does come standard with run flat tires as well. You can now spec your car without run flat tires, but with the run flat tires you don't really need the spare wheel. So if you do go long distance, we go to Cape Town and you need the space, then you can take everything out as well. This specific vehicle is not spec'd with the fridge. You can also spec the 750 with the fridge as well. So then the fridge takes up a little bit more boot space, but it goes all the way through to your center armrest at the back. So let me show you the front of this vehicle. So this for me is where the magic happens. I'm not a backseat driver, I drive the vehicle, and this vehicle is proper luxury in front. So let's jump in, let's have a look at the vehicle inside, then we're going to take it out on the road, and then I can tell you how smooth this vehicle is. Oh yes guys, and I wanted to tell you, this car is also spec'd with integral active steering. So that basically means when you're driving, the rear wheels also turn in the opposite direction up to 3 degrees of the front wheels. So if you're turning left, the rear wheels will go a little bit right, just to give you more maneuverability, to make the car, or this big car, feel much smaller. So let's jump into this beast. Oh, guys, now this is proper luxury. Like, this feels so good. So this car comes standard. Guys, remember, this is a 2017. This has got about 50,000 Ks on the clock, and you can see this car still looks brand new. So this is the pre-facelift, but guys, what you get is a lot. I mean, these seats even move here at the back to give you the best comfortable seating position possible. This car also comes spec'd with your massage seats for the driver and the passenger seat. And of course, you obviously know you get your automatic headlights, auto wipers. I mean, that on a 7 Series, that's even standard on a 1 Series. So a 7 Series has to really stand out. You get your heads-up display as a standard as well. So the Bowers & Wilkins is not a standard spec on this vehicle, but this one is spec'd with it. And guys, let me tell you, compared to Harman Kardon is really a phenomenal sound, but this Bowers & Wilkins just goes 100 times better. It really is that money's worth, especially in a car like this, especially if you buy it for 850. Another standard feature on your 7 Series is all your driver assistances. So this is really where BMW started making cars that can almost drive by themselves. So your driver assistances actually keep you safe on the road. So this car can literally follow the vehicle in front of you and brake completely dead if that vehicle hits on brakes or hits on the anchors. This car can also help you park as well. So all the cameras and all the sensors around this vehicle really make this car easy to drive. It's a big car, it's a ship to drive, but everything else makes it feel so small and so smooth, so easy to drive. So with this 7 Series BMW, this is also where your adaptive suspension started. So all the other BMWs also have adaptive suspension, but that basically means if you put your car into comfort or sport, then it adapts the suspension according to the situation that you put your vehicle in. So this vehicle actually has an adaptive mode. So there's 2 cameras up here that constantly scan the road in front of you. So whatever the road conditions are, the vehicle will adapt according to those road conditions. So this car, guys, I promise you, the X7 drives nice, but this is still BMW's flagship, and this is a complete different feel. So just look at this class, guys. Just look at, this is now not full leather. You can spec this car with individual leather on the dash as well, but honestly, you don't even need that. You get this proper stitching. Look at this interior. It's so solid, It is beautiful. It really gives a proper class feel. And this is also where BMW started with the electronic screen for your ventilation or your aircon. So here you can also get your cooled seats or your heated seats, but everything else still stays BMW. So when you come out of a 3 Series and you jump into a 7 Series, you will feel familiar with everything around you. Everything else works exactly the same. Your iDrive works the same. It's just the technology that comes with this vehicle is completely different. It's just on a different class. You can spec this car with a lot of things. You can also get the full sky lounge. That basically means when you open up your sunroof, whatever color you chose with your ambient color or your ambient lighting inside, so it will actually illuminate small little LEDs so it looks like blue stars or purple stars, so it just gives that extra bit of class. It really looks stunning. Let me show you the engine, guys. This is the 750. I need to show you what is under the bonnet. Let's get to it. Yeah. So guys, look at this. 4.4 twin turbo V8. This specific 750i has 330 kilowatts and 650 newton meters of torque. 0 to 100 for a big machine like this, guys, and this is rear wheel driven. This is not even the xDrive. This car does it in 4.7 seconds. You do get your 730 diesel as well, your 745e. That is so that's a 3 liter straight 6 engine with a hybrid engine as well. You get your 740i, which is the 3 liter straight 6 engine, and then you also get the 750, the 750Li, and you get your M760Li as well. Now that's the big beast, the M760. That's a V12 engine with 430 kilowatts. So we don't have that here today, but I think with what we have here, the 750 is really more than you need. I honestly think a 730 diesel is perfect in this car. You save on fuel, you've got a lot of power, and you've got a luxury vehicle. But this is creme de la creme, 100%. This is probably one of BMW's best engines. I mean, they use this engine in all the big cars, even in M vehicles as well. They obviously developed the whole engine from scratch in the M department, but this is the base what they use, or the base of what they use. All right, so driving the BMW G11 750i. Like you can hear, there's literally no sound in here. The only sound that you hear is the aircon that's on now, because it's quite a hot day today here in Secunda. Actually, one of the first times we actually have sun this whole summer. So now we're driving on the pavement, and you didn't even notice the difference from the tar to the pavement. This car is so quiet, it's so luxurious. I'm going to put it in adaptive mode as well, so it can predict the road conditions in front of me, because we're going to go over a few humps as well. And a nice feature about this car, because it's got the adaptive or air suspension, you can, if you get to a higher hump or whatever the case may be, you can actually lift the vehicle as well. So you press this little button over here once on your center console over here, and the vehicle actually lifts up a little bit, and you can go through, or you can go over the hump that's a bit higher. This car is not that low, but because it's got a long sort of wheelbase, it actually makes the car lower in the middle when you go over the hump. So it really helps a lot. It really feels like I'm just wafting around. It's such a brilliant feel. And the car is so direct still. It's not like it's because it's a 7 Series, it's lumpy or too big or anything. When you pull the steering wheel to the left, it goes where you actually take the steering wheel, and you can feel the feedback through the wheels as well. The steering wheel is number than a 3 Series, for instance, but it's because the car is in comfort as well now, or in adaptive. So when I put it in sport, it immediately makes the steering more responsive, and of course your throttle response and your gears as well. But then it's a complete different car. Then that 4.4 liter V8 twin turbo kicks in, and it's just a beast. We will do that just now. So she's in manual now. Listen to this. Yes. Yes, like you don't even feel that corner. Wow. Okay. Yes, guys, in sport even, it's still so smooth. It just changes the sound of the vehicle on the outside a little bit, and obviously, like I said, the response of everything. But wow, what a proper car. I mean, it's so smooth even in sport, but so direct. I'm in third gear now. Put my foot flat down. Yes. Oof. So what I like about this car, guys, really, with that integral active steering, or that four-wheel steering, going around corners or making a U-turn is really, it's not a fuss at all in this car. So when you drive this car, the fuel consumption of a 4.4 V8, you can get it to about 9-10 liters per 100 kilometers if you drive like Miss Daisy. But if you're going to put your foot down, I mean, I just put $100 in this car just to drive it around for you guys on this video. And On $100 with an empty tank, I got 42 k's range. And as I started the car, it went to 38 k's range. So she is a bit of a fuel guzzler, but it also depends on how you treat the vehicle as well. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching this video of this beautiful G11 BMW. This car, I mean, I've driven this car so many times, but it properly convinced me again that this is my absolute favorite car. For the amount of money that you pay, you can't get more BMW than this. Unless you buy an M, of course, but that's a completely different story. Guys, remember to hit that subscribe button, like and share with your friends. And also comment below on what vehicle or which vehicles you would like to see in the near future. Have a lovely day guys. See you soon. Peace.